Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here you see me again doing U-Boat. It's a late night stream. Well, it's actually a pretty late night stream, and I have to take a look at the sound. Yeah, okay. I hope my voice level in comparison to the game sound is alright. So I spawned on. Maybe some of you would already guess that it is Chernarus. I started a new game, and this is pretty unusual that you spawn with a hoodie. Well, let's not ask too many questions, but be happy about that. And yeah, we spawn close to that factory complex, but usually you don't get any good loot there. So guys, DayZ, do I have to say anything for explanation? Zombie apocalypse in a beautiful, enormously large open world where you're free to roam and do just anything. And yeah, it's multiplayer, there's other people, and actually DayZ, I think it's pretty infamous for some people call it a toxic community. I would call it the real simulation, what many people would turn into in a survival situation. So yeah, when you run into other players, you have to be prepared that they are hostile and that they're just up to getting your loot. But even the more beautiful it is when you actually manage to talk to some guys and have one of these rare random team-ups. Oh, there is a zombie. 2 zombies. Feels a bit weird. Is there a player? Two zombies there, quite in the middle of nowhere. There is buildings. So might be that they were attracted by another player. Yeah, at the moment we still don't have anything to lose. Hey, yes, I saw that update, but I just was not able to figure out what that was about. I thought it might also have been some kind of a fake thing or just one of these informations. Nice. Yeah, good evening, weight loss. Great to have you in. So I actually checked that briefly, and well, I abandoned my positive thoughts when I just didn't quite find out what it was about. What do you, can you say what the update actually brought? Yeah, maybe I should have done U-Boat then. Ah, this hoodie is in much better shape than the one I have. So we're gonna switch, of course. A Santa bird. Look at that. Let's keep it for now. Yeah, okay. Maybe I was not looking at that thoroughly. I didn't see the patch notes. I mean, I just saw that that there was something uploading. And sometimes often happens that you see some upload going on for a game, and you think, ooh, it's a patch, and then it's just I don't know what. Purple eyes, okay, very good. Yeah, that's good. Good to hear. Ah, nice, a backpack and something to cover our head. Yeah, in terms of temperature, we are all right. Okay, Makarov mag, not bad. Blues, well, let's pick it up. Maybe we would like to craft rags out of that later. Okay, nothing about the flooding. Yes, yeah, that's the point. That's the point. That was a very important sign. However tiny the updates are, it's just great to see that the guys are still on them. Very good news. Yeah, I actually saw the update loading, and then I saw that there was no direct patch notes attached, and so I kind of, yeah, well, put it aside. Training, nah, let's not put on that one, but this one here, low insulation, same shoes that I have. Come on, let's stick to what we have. Yeah, I wouldn't check for all that factory complex. My experience is that it's not quite worth the while to explore it. Yeah, so maybe it shouldn't drag me too far down that I didn't do U-boat tonight. Seems to be that it's nothing spectacular to try out right away. But the message is great, I agree. Burlap sack. Yeah, let's see what we might want to do with that later. Now we need some tool to open the can. We could try to do it with this one, but we would probably spill a lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's check that place up there. Was there a well? I think not. Yeah, we are yellow in terms of drink and yellow in terms of food. I wouldn't be surprised to have, or let me put it the other way around, I would expect to have quite a few zombies looming around there. Yeah, yesterday's stream showed that in Caribbean Legend by now we are already able to do some decent fighting, but in the end I was a bit bored by the game, all that micromanagement and cargo stuff and everything. So, or well, maybe it was not so much me being bored, but I kind of felt that the last part of the stream might not have been too interesting for watchers, because there was a bit too much like meddling around with inventory and what to sell, what to keep, and hey grandma, yeah, come for me. One, two, three. Would be good if we found a knife sooner or later. I really first want to clear the place of zombies to make sure that I'm not suddenly being ambushed by 2 zombies at the same time. Okay, I think in the past I already had. No, yeah, well, there is another one down there. Just wanted to say that in the past I had more zombies here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. She hit me once, but my gear seems to be still alright. So, let's finish that one as well. Maybe that's the last one. Oh. Kind of had the feeling that the sounds of zombies came from 2 different directions, but maybe that was just DayZ paranoia. Ooh, nice, some food. And for this I don't need a can opener. A glass bottle, alright. So now we just only need a well, some fresh water. I thought I heard a zombie, but no, nothing to be seen. Okay, could that be my temporary melee weapon? A mate tenderizer. Just want to check for fruit. I think this one I already checked. Oh, nice. Road flare, that's pretty helpful when you need to start a fire and everything is wet, including your matches. Low insulation. Well, shall we switch? This would yield me at least better insulation. But no, I don't like the color at all. No, not gonna go like that. A saw. Well, okay, we can use the saw to craft racks, even though we don't have a knife. Yeah, we have that sling bag, but maybe I would prefer to craft an improvised sling bag. Good thing is that you could expand that to an improvised backpack as soon as you have sticks, but yeah, we don't have a rope yet. So let's collect Did we have more clothing in the other buildings? I think yes, but not in the best condition. Damaged. Well, okay. A damaged raincoat. Yeah, we can craft racks out of it as well. Yeah, maybe I could even use the saw as a nice melee weapon. I don't know. Yep. Let's see. A knife, that's pretty good. I think I'm gonna go the right way along the coast, which is probably southwards. So now we have a rope, and we can combine the rope with the burlap sack and craft a courier bag. Which has an enormous carrying capacity, much more, I think, than the sling bag. Shall we keep the saw? Seems to be a decent weapon, by the way. So let's drop that one. And now we just need 3 sticks. Oh shit, I'm bleeding. Shit, my hands got started to bleed from tearing down the bush. Come on. So, one bandage wasted, so let's craft improvised hand wrappings. I should have done that right from the start. First thing to do when you have rags is you should craft improvised hand wrappings. And no. Wow, so this is my favorite, or let's say my second favorite backpack, because it has such a very small cross section, good camo. I always feel almost invisible with this one, and it has an enormous carrying capacity, particularly if you put it into relation to its size. Look. Hey, come on, look. This is bad camo, the white beard. Yeah, now it's time to find more food, but what we can do now actually is opening the can, right? With the steak knife. Let's hope that we don't spill too much while doing that, because it's not the 100% proper tool. Looks alright. Can was almost full. I think they have re-implemented that feature a while ago, that if you use improper tooling for opening a can, you finally don't have the full content available. Yeah, so my hydration and my nutrition is regaining. But I don't think that this is enough to bring me to white. By the way, let's be on the safe side and empty the bottle so I don't drink it accidentally. And this one is already completely empty. Yeah, having water containers is pretty comfortable. So if we might run into a well, we could fill them, giving us some backup. The server was something like, I would say, 20% full. Yeah, maybe a bit more. These are these wonderful details in this handcrafted countryside. Shall we go for the gas station over there? Yeah, come on. And the point is that I see you. No, you're white. Wow, how disgusting. There was such a moth moving around here, and now I have it sticking. I hate that. I usually never kill animals, not even ants or flies, but these, they're so disgusting. So here I am playing DayZ, and in real life I'm afraid of, or say worried about, killing insects. What was that sound? There was one sound that I found pretty weird. Uncommon, but that's good. Wow, it comes with a mag and it comes with ammo. So this gun is actually a pea shooter, but nice fishing hook. But I'm not gonna take the boonie head. I quite like the look of the boonie head, but the camo I don't like. So we still have the saw. Let's use it to craft some more eggs. Yeah, sooner or later we might find some alcoholic tincture or iodine tincture so that we can disinfect the wrecks. What is this sound? Don't see any zombie, but I hear a weird sound. Another bottle. It's empty, isn't it? Yes. So while we are here, let's go for the shore. Sometimes there is these stranded boats. But none here. So is it So I never know the names of the towns. I usually completely ignore them. Also, partly because I can't read the signs. Okay. So we are not quite where I thought we would be, but this is also fine. So we're gonna do some looting here, and we are spotting already our first zombie at that village. And might be that somewhere there was a well. I think it rings a bell somehow over there. Okay, that's the hospital. This is often crawling with zombies. Oh yeah, so that one spotted us. Too many. Yeah, come for me. I like your head, mate. Looks already pretty damaged. That zombie is pretty well equipped. Skater helmet, duffel bag. So now let's go for that one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, next time I'm gonna take the saw. Let's first run for the hospital. Okay, white jar. Okay, a gas mask. I never pick up gas masks. They're just taking too much inventory space. I never feel that I can afford carrying them around with me, but this place looks... Well, these gloves, what's better? Surgical, worst insulation, but they are in better condition. But this place looks pretty completely looted. So maybe by now we do have sufficient rags. So let's check the other buildings and maybe the trees. Okay, did I hear a zombie? Or was it just my DayZ paranoia? suit jacket again. Nah, come on, I'm not collecting more rags at the moment. No point. Ah, well. Never say never. High probability to run into guys here, although the server is not fully crowded. Maybe I should better first look for the... Where did this sound come from? Oh, I hate it when I don't see them, but hear them. Yeah, come for me, guy. And then we are first maybe going for that part where there is hopefully a well. 1, 2, 3. Didn't I say I would use the saw next? With the saw I killed a zombie with just 2 hits. I don't quite... I have in the back of my mind that I always think that I would find a well there and then it's not there. Like it was a well there a long time ago and they changed it or something. So now I have definitely collected sufficient amount of rags. Running shoes pristine, running shoes damaged, so let's take the pristine ones. Yeah, the shoes get just worn off in the middle of the wilderness. That could pose quite some problem. Oh, now again, like I was scared by my own footsteps once more. But talking about that, fingers crossed that there is nobody sneaking upon us, but I need to be AFK for 1 minute. Alright, we are very lucky we are still alive. Nobody came along and cut our throat. But like usual, it turns out that I was wrong. assuming that there is a well around here. I don't know why I started to think that you would find a well. Okay. That's a double barrel, isn't it? What about these shoes? Skate sneakers, medium insulation. Let's pick them. But maybe they're less durable. I don't know. Come on. Okay, it's the single barrel shotgun. Well, good old DayZ saying better than nothing. Now we have. Oh, by the way, let's check what kind of ammo do we have. Okay, it's buckshot. K18, okay. That's a hunting rifle, but it's not in the best condition, but still there is a round in it. Shabby hoodie, pristine medium insulation, ah, come on, definitely better camo with this one. Okay, is this new? I mean, they are again and again changing the map. Wow, that's good. Warm. So we're gonna switch to these trousers. Low insulation. Come on, let's switch. But we need food, and particularly we need drink sooner or later. Worn hoodie, pristine hoodie. There must be a well somewhere in this village. And I need it. See, we just switched to red in terms of drink. We need some drink, and we were not quite successful in finding fruit. Ah, come on. He respawned. One. Okay. I do have enough of them. Okay. Where does it come from? Oh, on the roof. Come on. I hate that. Okay. Unknown food can. That's the guy on the roof, right? No, it's not. One, two. Okay. Binoculars. This is really not quite what I need at the moment. That's rice. But rice is only food. I need drink. Come on. So the dry rice, of course, gives no hydration at all. very welcome. Can of Coke. Blood test kit. Okay. Pretty weird to have that line around here. Clear indication that a player was here. Nothing, no fruit spawning on the floor. Oh shit, there might be some zombie behind the wall as well. Would be nice if I would find some food with one of these. Single barrel shotgun, damaged mine is in better condition. A spare knife is also not bad to have. And this also, the patty also gives us a little bit of hydration back. So at least we are not red anymore in terms of hydration. Wow. CR in worn condition, which is pretty good, with 3 rounds in the mag, 1 round in the barrel. This one definitely has more firepower. But now, where to put that stuff? Well, the blood test kit. So from now on we know that we are A positive. Winter coif, no, I think the map is too warm for that. Did I check that house? Okay, so this one is in better condition. So keep the round. Oh, nice. Hey, Tux Pro, nice to have you in. Your favorite U-boat streamer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice to have you in. So, yeah, I usually stream U-boat on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and when I have the opportunity to stream on the other nights, I usually do something else. And, well, my first steps as a streamer I actually did take with U-boat. Sorry, did I say U-boat? I wanted to say with DayZ. So now U-boat is my main streaming game, but back in the days I was mainly doing, or for a long time only streaming DayZ. And I still love the game. Okay, there is a zombie approaching over the fence. He can't reach me in here. That was a rotten bell pepper. Damaged hiking boots. We have no means to repair them, otherwise they would be pretty good to have. Yeah, well, I mean, you can't get good at DayZ. You just die. You should play DayZ to die. And yeah, okay. So this is, yeah. It happens to me also now and then, but not so often anymore. But yeah, when you start to play DayZ, this is often the problem, to get food. Yeah. So do we get away from that guy? Looks like he didn't hear us sneaking out of the back door. pretty uncommon to have that military installation here. A radio, whatever it might be good for. Medium insulation. What's this? Galif pants. I have no idea what that is. Running shoes worn. That jacket, high insulation. That looks good. I think I'm gonna trade it. Usually I don't really want to look too military, but well, this has an enormous carrying capacity. Could even consider to keep that one here, the PSO scope. Military cap. No, come on, let's not look too military. Well, we do actually. Our boonie head is also more like camo color. Nice. And what is this? Defender vest. Okay. So I could also mark a cross on me with this white vest. One and two. Do I really want to keep that white vest? Bulletproof vest. Well, come on. Bulletproof, alright. Let's just hope that the color doesn't particularly attract bullets. By the way, it's getting evening. So I'm curious how dark and how long the nights will actually be. But hey, there must be a well somewhere around this place. No, not yet. Is there a police station in this village? I think in this one not. Nope. Haven't met anybody nor killed anybody yet. I found a backpack where it was pretty clear that some other player must have dropped it. If I could only remember where we would find. There is zombies, they respawned. If I would only have an idea where we would find a well around here. Most probably no well here in this industrial part. Bit risky running right in the middle of the street. What are you? Aha. Somehow feel that this guy didn't spawn here, but kind of got dragged away from another player by another player. So he hit me once. Problem is that the guy has this head, which makes him much more durable. What do you mean? Your messages keep getting flagged? Okay, I have no idea. Like not allowed? That's weird. I get here the message held a message for reason. Smart detection. Holds messages based on your channel's moderation pattern. Okay, I allow it. Okay, I allowed the messages. I have no idea what happened there. AI doing weird things. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. At worst insulation, low insulation. Come on, let's stick to the boonie head. I like it. Yep, doing fine. Yeah, I do have a little bit of spare time at the moment to do some more streaming than usual. Let's see how long I can keep it up. Sooner or later there will be more busy times at work again. No, I haven't. What is this? Is this one of these games where you follow a road and build and improve a car or something and then run into, let me call it, obstacles? I think now we are approaching 3 valleys, so there is a few buildings and then there is a road going straight inland into a large valley. How are you, by the way? Yeah, okay, so it's kind of a survival game. Yeah, I think I saw something like that, but I actually think there is more than one game abroad with this concept, is it? I think what I saw did have another name. But it's linear, isn't it? I mean, you follow a linear road and then have to pick up supplies, improve your car, repair your car, and is it with zombies? Because I think the game that I saw was even that when you stopped at a gas station, it might have been infested with zombies. I mean, I saw something like that. Ah, yeah, congratulations. Very good. So what's your plans for the future? Yeah, okay. All right. So, any plans already? Where to go traveling? Wow, quite a lot of zombies here. I must be careful not to attract more of them at a time. I think there is a well around here. Yeah, I think behind that green two-story building there is a well. I am relatively sure. The hacksaw is damaged, but not yet badly damaged. So let's kill these guys one by one. Just a bit too many of them. Hey guy, you see me? Yeah, come for me, come. Ah, okay, in East Asia, yep, nice. Okay, no, not here, but I would bet my farm that there is a well somewhere. That's an amazing amount of zombies. Hey, come on. And there was another one here, was it? That guy. And two on the road. Maybe now I also have attracted the attention of the other one. Might be, but he's still behind the train. Can't believe how many zombies there are around here. Some rifle slugs, nice. That's good for my shotgun. Go for that guy. There's another one back there, too. Come on. Pretty unbelievable. But now I just remember where I'm pretty sure to find a well. And not a single one of these zombies spawned any useful stuff. And my hacksaw is getting more and more worn. One, two, three. Yes, yep, I have done that. There is also a stream and I think I did upload it to YouTube as well, about first person in the captain's mode, captain's view. But yeah, on the one hand, I liked it, but particularly for streaming, I think it was a bit, or let me put it the other way around. The classic mode is more cinematic, and my guess is that it is, yeah, more interesting for people to watch, and it's kind of hard to keep the overview in the first person mode. No rounds, okay. Well, I could pick up the fishing rod and do some fishing. I do have a fishing hook. Yeah, but why not? That's an opportunity. Oh, wow. There is a Zodiac. They had them on that server. Very interesting. Helicopter battery. More zombies. Oh, come on. One. I wonder if there is fuel in the Zodiac and if it has a proper glow plug. So at least this zombie spawns some useful bit of food and drink. Yeah, what I lately did stream is Caribbean Legend. It's not pretty well known, and it really lacks some nice graphics, but the game mechanics is great. It's about piracy in the Caribbean, actually. Or, well, it's completely open world. You can just do what you like. You don't need to become a pirate necessarily, and in the beginning, like I am, it's pretty... There was this click. Was it my own door, or is there somebody following me? Now we have the disinfectant spray, so we could actually disinfect the rags. That's good. Let's do that. I'm playing, I did play a lot of Bannerlord offline, and I also did share a few streams. And yeah, I still play Skyrim, but I don't stream it. And Stalker Gamma as well. I was thinking about streaming it, but the game mechanics are so tedious. I fear it would be a bit boring for people to watch it. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was not quite what I intended to do. What about you? What's your, say, top 3 favorite games? Now let's see that we get 2 or 3 worms. I also played Stalker 2 for a while. Fallout 4 is also a great game. It's all games which I also would like to stream, but yeah, I don't know. Always. There are just a few games where I really have the feeling that streaming works. So, some worms. Let's get the fishing rod. Yeah, we only have this badly damaged hook, so it might well be that 15 minutes to restart. Oh yeah, so they did change the fishing mechanics, didn't they? Let's see. Yeah, badly damaged hook. That's not good, but let's try our luck. No, great, a pot. And the hook is still badly damaged. The bait is lost, so let's give it another try. And we just have to keep fingers crossed that nobody's sneaking upon us from the back. Kerbal Space Program, that's a great game, yeah. And Cyberpunk I love just as well. I just never had the time to really do a deep dive into that one. But I played it a little while. So we got 2 fish. And 1 badly damaged knife. Yeah, I love Kerbal Space. Yep. Wonderful game. It's just the same, one of these games where I just don't have the time to really dive into it. Now we have to take care how we can stow away the fish. Get some inventory space. Yeah, Kerbal Space Program 2 was never quite working, right? Let's drop the damaged glass bottle and do it like that. 1, 2. Let's go for the boat. Okay, it doesn't have a spark plug. Yeah. And without a spark plug, it wouldn't work. So now we are wet, we are gonna be cold. Okay, a lot of fishing rods around here. Rather a long stick. Yeah, I'm gonna use the flare to light the fire. That the chat can control the rocket. That's amazing. Any tree around where we could cut some bark? Okay, 10 minutes to go, and then we will have a server restart. Yeah, there is a tree. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that feedback, and have a good night. Looking forward to have you again. So don't hesitate to participate in the chat again. I don't have matches or something, and if I had, it would be wet. Now we see what this is good for. When everything is wet, we could still ignite a flare. So let's... Hey, what about my gear? It's not wet. Shoes are wet. Just the shoes, alright. So let's keep on moving before anybody spots us here doing this. Do we still have inventory space left for that? See how great that looks. Fire inside. Okay, I even would have expected zombies to respawn meanwhile. That was pretty amazing. So many zombies. So let's get into the woods. The server's gonna restart. And then I think I could still afford to continue streaming a little bit. There we have a mushroom. Maybe we have spawned it by ourselves. I don't know. It's badly damaged. Yeah, I was actually guessing that this accumulation of zombies was somehow initiated by maybe a player having been passing by a red pine mushroom. Alright, this one is good. The other ones were rotten. And now I really need to put myself down here. Oh shit, I did forget the shoes and the fire. So soon we are gonna have bleeding feet. That's stupid. I forgot my shoes. There we are bleeding, but server restarting in 3 minutes. Okay, we're gonna be kicked any minute. So at least, yeah, we could make use of the disinfected rags. If they weren't disinfected, I would be in trouble by now. How beautiful this looks in the darkness there. And here we are, so I'll be back in a minute. back again, so by now the server should have been restarting. Okay, the server still gives it unreasonable time of the day. But it should be back any minute. Okay, there we are. The server is back. Now it's 7 o'clock in the evening on the server. And I'm curious what the night will be like. Let's see. I'm not quite sure. It might be that the nights on that server are pretty dark. But we're going to find out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of playing at night. So my favorite servers have highly accelerated and pretty bright nights. But let's see what this one is like. Yeah, sorry for the munching noise. I just needed to get me a little bit of a late night snack. I'm munching some cashews. Eh? What was that sound? The fire is still burning, so the game is persistent in many ways. Yeah, we have our shoes back. We still have that plus symbol, which indicates that we have kind of stored warmth up deeply and stored the warmth inside us. And now let's go where I think we will find a well. Yeah, we have two containers, the plastic bottle and the glass bottle. Yeah, see, by now it's just too dark to really distinguish anything, even to see zombies. This noise was a stag, probably, or deer. There are some buildings which I will swap by now. I'm not gonna go looting, because in the darkness I would like to stay away from populated areas. It's always so hard to judge where zombies are around. Yeah, it's not yet completely dark. Let's see. Probably it's gonna get considerably darker. There should be the well. Any movement? All right, then we are going in. Oh, yeah. One, two, and there we have the well. I see it. Do I? Or am I just imagining? Oh yeah, there it is. Finally. The crowbar is a nice weapon. Maybe I should switch. It's pretty long, but in total it takes less inventory slots than the hacksaw. Now let's drink ourselves full. As much as our stomach could bear. There we are already. Never overdo it. it's not too far away. Don't think that this was on me, but P-code best insulation. This one has high insulation. I think that's perfectly fine. That report of a gun, it was coming from somewhere over there. So let's keep moving. Pretty sure that it was coming from somewhere there. So now we are white in any aspect. White in hydration, white in food, white in temperature, and everything. Would be quite a pity if some evil Knievel sniper would get us right now. One single shot. Who would do that? Well, I'm wearing my white vest. Maybe that's a bad idea at night. Maybe that's a bad idea at night. However, let's check this place. Oh, the door's closed. Okay. I do have a mag and ammo for that gun. It's badly damaged, so I'm not quite convinced to keep it. Gloves. Well, nice. Working gloves, that's good. And a combat knife. No, hunting knife. Very nice. Alright guys, it's 2:30 around here. Yeah, so due time for me to go to bed. That was a nice little 2-hour stream of DayZ. Thanks for joining. And yeah, weight loss was interesting, yeah, to hear about that. I just wasn't aware that this was a real update. So nice to hear that the developers are still there. So, Taxpil, I think you went to bed. Weight loss, good night, and looking forward to see all of you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.